Are you a Toonami fan? Let's talk about it. Back in the day when Toonami used to drop all of our favorite animes, there was a specific block that we always tuned into. You know, the Yu Yu Hakusho's of the day, Rurouni Kenshin's, Tenji Muyo, Dragon Ball, Naruto. There were so many animes to name from, and if somebody were to ask me what animes did you grow up on, those were like the timeline of animes that formed my anime loving life, and those were like the foundations and building blocks. Now granted, I did pursue other kinds of animes, Fist of the North Star and the older animes that you see from the 80s, but I'd say the Toonami block from Cartoon Network was the one that really shaped my view in anime, and it wouldn't have been so strong if I hadn't seen Cartoon Network. Granted, there was sci-fi with its showings of anime, and there were other networks doing anime, but I'd say the Toonami block actually peaked and showed all of the animes that were hot on Shonen Jump. So shout out to Toonami, and I know Toonami is still going on now in our current present, and it's amazing to see that even newer anime fans are getting in touch with that Toonami block in a way, or are getting the experience of having a streaming service, because boy, anime lovers back in the day, we didn't have no streaming service. What we had to do, we had to scrummage through the internet, through different websites. I could list a few off: Anime Freak, Go Anime. There were tons of anime websites. Now, granted, presently those anime sites probably are nowhere to be found, but we had to look for it through all the Rick rolling and through all of the trolling of having a Naruto episode 111 not be the episode, and waiting week from week through cancellations and pauses and hiatus breaks. Man, being an anime fan way back when was definitely a grind, and if you were invested in that grind, you were a real one, and it was definitely a reward after all of it at the end of the day. And I can even say now it's a reward, because there were things back in the day that happened in anime that even now you can't even emulate, like the feeling of seeing that anime for the first time. I can remember the OG Full Metal Alchemist when it dropped, not Brotherhood, but Full Metal Alchemist when it released, and we were able to see Full Metal Alchemist for the first time. I was watching with my boy, and it was one of those moments where we were really hype as kids, like, oh my gosh, this is tough. It was truly tough. Now granted, even though there were fillers in anime, I think fillers actually made anime worth watching, because you didn't know what kind of episode you were gonna get. And it was just like the creative experience of it all, man. Definitely. Being an OG anime fan back in the day, that was something to really appreciate. I think now, man, if you're a new anime watcher right now, be so grateful, because us pioneers, we paved the way. We walked through this anime gauntlet so that you could run and flourish and be within this anime trend that it is now.